So today I'm gonna try to write 5,000 words. So I'm gonna try to have a 5K day. I've seen a couple of other author tubers do this. A lot of times it's actually 10K for them, but I don't know that I can hit 10,000 words. If I can, fabulous. Maybe we'll check in midday and see if we want to up the goal. But right now I think 5,000 words. I've done that before, not very often, but I have done that before. So I guess we're gonna just kind of see how that goes. Maybe it'll be like a 5K day, 2 in a row, so then I'll hit 10K that way. I don't know, we'll kind of see, we'll play it by ear. So I am currently revising my middle grade fantasy. It's the spooky middle grade with puzzles and stuff. This is the one that I have mentioned that I drafted in all of June. Yeah, I drafted it in June, and I need to revise it. I'm basically rewriting the entire thing because I'm switching it from third person to first person, and I might be switching it to present tense from past tense. I haven't fully decided yet. Well, I guess we'll decide that today. But that's kind of where I'm at with that. I've been kind of like noodling on my ideas. I'm adding, I think, 3 chapters to the beginning of the book. One thing my first drafts often have a problem with is starting the book too early, not getting to know the characters enough before I actually get into it. So I fix that usually, hopefully in the first round of revision. Sometimes it's later, but this time I'm trying to fix it this first round of revision. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I'm currently at 871 words. I have written part of chapter 1. I still need to go through and fix up a little bit of it, but I have most of it in there. And then I'm going to be diving in and writing more, and we'll see how many words I get in today. So I guess with that, let's get into it. Yes, it's 11:40. I just took the dogs out, and I'm currently at, what am I at? 1,699 words, which means, yeah, I haven't gotten that much done yet. But I'm pushing through. Part of the reason I think I've put off jumping into these revisions for so long is the beginning is really where most of the work needs to be done. So right now I'm kind of jumping around. I know what's gonna happen at the beginning, but I'm trying to give myself a little bit of a break here and there so that I don't lose steam. Pushing myself to just draft those new chapters when I prefer revision. Drafting is fun, I guess, but I really feel like I thrive more in revision. So once I get the draft down, I'm always so excited to dive back into revisions. But this time specifically, I think I may have mentioned this earlier, I added 3 new chapters and had to tweak a lot of stuff at the beginning, kind of rewrite one of the chapters. So I haven't been as excited to jump back in. I am excited about this project, but I have been kind of putting it off because of that, I think, and I'm finally doing it, which is exciting, because I really love this book and I really want to, like, make it into something, and right now it's just not something that's like cohesive enough. I would say it's the longest draft I've ever written as a first draft, and it is the most I've plotted out a book before I have written it, so I think that it's got good bones, which I'm very excited about. The thing is just having to like write from scratch so many chapters at the beginning, which I'm sure is probably a normal thing that lots of other people do too, but that's just my least favorite part about the whole like drafting, revising process. So right now I have done the first chapter, skipped down to the chapter 4, which is where my catalyst is. I finished that chapter, and now I'm working on what is it? So now I'm working on chapter 5, the debate. And I'll probably go back up to do 2. We'll see how I'm feeling from there, I think. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. I currently have my book set out to be 33 chapters, which might change. The way I envision my book in my head is I go from the beginning to the midpoint. So I do it like in halves, I guess, or I do it in fourths. So right now I'm really focusing on the first half of the book. I have that plotted out very well, very well for me, who's more of a pantser at heart anyways. I have that plotted out, and then once I get to there, I'm gonna revisit everything, and then I'll probably change some stuff depending on what I've changed before. I have the whole draft written, so I do have the third act and the second half of Act 2 plotted out and written. But I know that's the half of my book that needs a lot of work. So I look at it in chunks. Let me know how you look at it, because I don't know if that's normal, but that's just kind of what helps me like envision it in my mind. Once, it's actually kind of funny, is that once I realized that I use the 3-act structure, but in my mind, I really break up Act 2 into 2 sections. And once I did that, it like weirdly unlocked something for me. I don't know, but it weirdly unlocked something for me that has really helped me figure out like the structure of story. And I figured that out with I unlocked that. I knew this. It's one of those things that but until it's like said aloud and you like really like, it's actually 4 parts, at least for me. It like unlocked something that made that second half of the book so much easier to figure out for me, because that's the part that I always struggle with. And part of the reason I struggled with it was because I hadn't thought about it in that way. But I do now. And so that's kind of where I'm at. I'm just over 500 words into the current chapter that I'm in. I'm feeling good so far, but it's almost noon. I think I'm still probably gonna stick with 5,000 words today, unless something changes. We'll see, I guess. Right now we're getting a lot of stuff done, and I'm really excited about it. So I'm gonna work a little bit here, finish this chapter for sure. I'm currently listening to my spooky instrumental playlist. So I'm gonna work on this chapter, finish that one, and then I might take a break and do a little bit of like plotting or brainstorming for this other idea I have. I'm not gonna get too much into that here because I talk about so many different books that I'm working on that I feel like it's gonna get too confusing. It's not gonna make sense because this is not the same book I did my brainstorming video for. Yeah. I'll talk about that in another clip or in another video. We'll see, I guess. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I will update y'all once I finish this chapter. Okay, I just finished this chapter. I'm currently at, where is it? 3,500 words, just over 3,500 words. So today I have written 3 chapters so far. 3 chapters? 1.5. I would say 1.5. This chapter though is really long. I don't know, it might be too long. I'm a real big fan of short chapters. Like, I like my chapters probably no more than 10 pages for middle grade. Ideally more like 4 to 6, 5 to 6, something like that. This chapter is it's just over 2,300 words. So this is the bulk of my writing today. Maybe it's okay if this chapter is just longer. It's just like, I think about how long this chapter is, and then I think about how long the chapters at the end of the book are, which I haven't gotten to yet in this draft, but they're so short. I have, what is that, 1,500 words to hit 5,000 for the day. I'm feeling pretty good about that, which is exciting. Writing 5,000 words in a day is a lot for me. But yeah, so right now I think I'm going to, I just wrote this chapter is 2,300 words. So I wrote a lot, like right now. I did that pretty much without stopping. So I think I'm going to take a quick break, maybe go watch some TV while I do some brainstorming for this other project, just to kind of give my mind a little break from this, and then I'll jump back into it. This is a lot of words, but some of it is being repurposed. I'm retyping out all of it, reworking a lot of it, but I have something to pull from, which is why I'm able to get through 2,300 words in like an hour. Yeah, this isn't, I feel like I need to explain. This is a lot, but at the same time, I'm repurposing a lot of stuff. I'm not copying, pasting. I am retyping everything out because everything has to be changed into first person. There are typos I had in my first draft that I'm fixing. I'm adding a lot to it because like this draft, I ended up adding about 400 words, like 400 new words to this chapter. So there's still a lot of new stuff going into it, but I do have that base to pull from, which is why it's going so fast. The reasons I thought I would do a 5K day today, because I really liked kicking off with that kind of motivation. Even if I guess technically it's a cheat, it also kind of feels like it's not, because like I said, I'm rewriting it. And it felt like if I could do 5K in a day, it would be today. And I just needed to like bang it out. A lot at once does give me a lot of motivation, which I thought would be helpful to like kind of kick off this revision. So that's kind of why I'm doing this, I suppose. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. Sorry, you can see this giant glare on my glasses. Oh, my makeup is all over my face. Oh wow. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I will update y'all when I get more stuff done. I'm currently at 5,262 words. It is 4:15 right now, so it's actually still pretty early in the day. But I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. I will put up my total words down here if I get anything else done. If not, it'll just say the number that I had just said. I'm pretty happy with how much I got done today. I hit the 5,000 word mark, which is very exciting for me. So this is why I love revisions. I did come up with an idea of how to fix something that's a problem in the second half of Act 2. I'm nowhere near that spot yet in drafting or in revising or whatever you want to call it. I'm redrafting everything, as I've mentioned before. But there was this problem that I was having, trying to figure out how to make that spot, like that chunk of it, longer, where something was missing. I knew I was missing at least a chapter, maybe two, but I came up with an idea of how to fix it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Thanks for joining me on a 5K day. Have you ever done a 5K day? What do you think about doing one? Let me know down in the comments, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.